Hello everybody! I have here a plastic bag, which I'll try not to crinkle too much because audio quality. I should explain what it is. It's got a bunch of craft stuff, including Mumbo Jumbo, but tiny. Teeny tiny Mumbo. So I'm making him. As you guys probably know, I've made a couple others. First, I made Good Times with Scar. After that, V-dubs. The legs, they clip on and off. I have his arms somewhere. But now, Mumbo Jumbo. Whoa. I started making all the bits and pieces for him, and then I lost the bag that was carrying all the craft stuff. I had been bringing it with me, like, various places on the train, and at some point I realized I didn't know where the bag was. And I fully, I thought it was gone. I was just trying to come to terms with that. And then one day, a few months later, I was just like, oh my gosh, I actually prayed. I was like, God, it'd be so cool if you just made it turn up. I kid you not, an hour later, my mom found it behind the fridge. I don't know why or how it got there. It was behind the fridge. So thus we return to Mumbo Jumbo Leo. Yeah, it's good, and I can make him, and then I'll have a tiny teensy Mumbo to, oops. So having now found all the pieces to this little project, it was time to start sewing them together, because I had done a lot of work previously. So I sat down to work on that around Christmas time while watching Ollie the Orion Sound's Christmas music show. I was relaxing and vibing. There was a Christmas party in the next room that I was not participating in, and it's a really fun time. I've got it for you here.
Baby, to be number one, you got to raise the bar. Up to the top, slipping, sliding right there rhythm, jumping hop until we drop and start again. Zip tap top, flop like a bop, scoot around the corner. No need to be cruising to the sky.
I've taken the black yarn from the top section and I just left a really long tail on it, and then I stitched that all the way down here. And at the bottom, I took the tail of the skin tone and I'm just stitching it all the way back up.
What's that sound like in here? It sounds like Christmas, but not just Christmas, sexy Christmas.
What?
I want you to talk to me like you speak to Grian.
It's interesting.
What?
That ring in your hand, you've been holding it this entire time.
Oh, this piece of giant, valuable treasure.
Yes, that's what I want.
So, do we have a deal?
Deal.
With destiny!
With fate.
This business is going
Now that
The fool took the bait. And here's the arm. Well, that was fun. So I've continued working on this, and there's a couple little things to talk about. I am making this one at a 1:1 pixel to crochet stitch ratio, which has kind of unique challenges compared to Scar and V-dubs, because literally one stitch here, single crochet, correlates to 1 pixel in the skin. But the thing about a crochet stitch is it's not a neat square. So what you actually see here on the Mumbo is a lot of extra detailing I've done afterwards. You can see here on the moustache, I've gone around the edge, essentially embroidering the actual shape I want it to be, because otherwise it looked bad. This is actually something I've done on the other plushies, particularly around the eyes, but also in some other spots. If we look at the top of the hairline, we can see all this sort of naturally forming jagged shape. On a 1:1 crochet face, that can create a fun effect of, say, jagged teeth. I actually ended up redoing the Mumbo face, so here's a little look at the crochet process. Alright, so I immediately decided that actually I didn't like how this one looked, so I went ahead and made this. The difference being that Mumbo's got those they meant to be the whites of his eyes? Are they weird eye bags? Are they like deep holes going into his skull with an eye in the middle? I don't know how to interpret his Minecraft skin. And here I've just done 2 black dots and left it out. I didn't like that I did that though. Thus this, which almost looks almost the same. I used this sort of off-white thing for that other shade there, which you can't see very well, but I feel like it's important because it just feels wrong for it to be 2 black dots. I'll basically go in and start tidying the edges. I did a whole bunch of cleanup on this one, as you can see. Honestly, even more than the first, but I think I'm happy with that. Part of me felt weird about making it look so different to how it actually does look when you just crochet it, but also I want my Mumbo doll to be cute. I want it to look good, so I'm gonna work on it until it looks the way I want. And I'm pretty happy with this here. An incredibly long-term project of mine has been my little boy Caleb, who I am actually making a video on. Don't expect it to come out soon because he's not finished. But I've been making him, and inside he's got a wire skeleton. So he's posable like this. I haven't made him a shirt yet, but his limbs can go all like this into whatever pose I'd like. I don't think he likes being too exposed. And I think it would be great if our dear Mumbo Jumbo was posable like this. I've got this garden wire, which I think will be good for the softness of the outside so no wires come poking through. But I want to put together something proper for him. Now this actually means really thinking about the exact way all the joints will connect. I've given it some thought and I have some ideas. My first thought was having the wire poke through the gaps in the crochet, but there's not room for that on all the pieces. And I think I've come up with a slightly better idea. I might like to have the armature come through the gap like this and actually go outside of the plushie. What I think that'll do is give it like the best posability, but really I'll just start going at it and see what works. I'm hoping just tying a knot will be enough to secure it in place. All right, now I've got these here, little legs. I guess one thing with stuffing when there's wires inside is you just have to make sure the stuffing goes all the way around the wire and doesn't like stick it to one side. That'll probably also shift around just with the lifespan of the plushie, but it'll probably be fine. Got these, and then if we slip that through there, it kinda starts to come together. And perhaps I could even boop. And you can just like, do that! And that! Ah, that's so good. Obviously I've got to seal it off here, but you see what I'm going for. Okay, it's looking pretty messy, but it's going well. Up here, I'm working on the arms. I've stitched the hand part to the end of the wire. I wrapped it around the middle section and just secured that in place by tying a bunch of yarn around it. And our next little update. He's so nearly done. I've closed up all of this and now it's just the head. And he's done. This video's not over yet though. I love it. He's so cute. He's posable. Something I really like about the way the limbs are done with the wire is that I can rotate it like this, so it sort of makes the pose look more natural. Let's give him a little wave, a little jump. A little creature. Now I thought that the next part of this video was just gonna be like a slideshow of all the fun pictures I've been taking of him. But there's a little more than that. Something very statistically improbable happened to me when I went to like a miniature convention thing. So let's take a look at how that went. Hi guys, I don't know quite what's happening, but I just I just got to this convention. Yeah, I got here, I went up the escalator, I have not made it to the actual entrance place, and I'm walking along, and I immediately see a bunch of Minecraft YouTube cosplayers, so I hold up the B-dubs, and I squeak it, and then what, and then you say,
Hi, like I've seen you on YouTube, like, that's so cool.
that's not, I have 300 subscribers, that's not meant to happen to me. Just these little guys. Mumbo Jumbo Lemanberg? What is happening? Oh my gosh, you guys, they were so lovely. The Grian cosplayer, the one who recognized me, actually like sewed her wings while watching my videos. Like, that is just unreal. She also made like this mini Grian as part of the outfit, and I obviously got Mumbo Jumbo to hang out with him for a minute. It doesn't make sense that this happened, but it was amazing. I know you guys are watching this video. It was so lovely to meet you. But now, with a little bit of peace, love, and plants, it's time for Mumbo Jumbo to explore his natural habitat. Hold on, who are we kidding? That's not Mumbo Jumbo's true natural habitat. Back, foul demon. The power of Christ compels you. Oh gosh, what do I say? What does Mumbo Jumbo say? It's quite simple, really. Oh, I'm anxious about things. That's it. By the way, I'm using a camera. That's bad audio. Sorry guys that every video I make has bad audio. Oh, hello Zara. Sorry, there's a good dog here and she wants my attention. Are you kidding me? Hi. Oh, baby.